freaking incredible is the Darksaber? Absolutely redonkulously epic dual-wielding lightsabers. I love the design itself. It looks pretty much identical to the design that we see within the show. What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. The Mandalorian strikes back. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga gets its next DLC pack slew to celebrate May the 4th, and good googly moogly, The Mandalorian knocks it out of the park. An absolutely stellar second pack has been added into the game. I know what you're looking at right now, going like, hey, I think there's nothing unique about this Mandalorian. You'd be absolutely correct, because what we're actually discussing are all of these guys, or at least the majority of these guys, including the ever fantastic Darksaber. How freaking cool is that? That is the very first time, at least in my recollection, that the Darksaber has appeared in a Lego game, so that is redonkulously awesome. But let's kick things off with the only hero character in this particular pack, and that would be the one and only Bo-Katan. I was actually kind of surprised by that, because I honestly did not expect Bo-Katan to be classified as a hero. I thought that she would also be classified as a Mandalorian, or sorry, as a bounty hunter, I suppose would be more exact. I do like the jetpack. I do like the blasters. The armor itself looks fantastic. The helmet, of course, is probably the most detailed piece of that particular armor, looking super duper stylish, allowing you to go on ahead and traverse whatever environments you want with a little bit more ease, thanks to that fantastic jetpack, even though we obviously don't have that same jetpack available for my boy Mando, which is a bit unfortunate. But on the bright side, at least Bo-Katan can go on ahead and roam across the galaxy looking like an absolute sauce boss. Boba Fett. Now, of course, I do have the other Boba Fett here next to this one, just so you guys can kind of sort of compare. So this is the Boba Fett design that we've already gotten. It's the one on the right-hand side. And then over here on the left-hand side, as I am struggling to scroll through here, this is the new re-armored Boba Fett. So you get kind of an idea of the differences between the two, and there are quite a few. I mean, even the helmet has had some differences. You'll see the little ding in the helmet look a little bit different. The coloring of the green that is used is a bit different. There's certain dings in the helmet, and the little lines on the side of the helmet have been readjusted in terms of how many of them there are, and even the color of them has been adjusted as well. Obviously, there are still some similarities as well, which is pretty neat to see. The other really cool thing about this variation of Boba Fett is that he does indeed have his jetpack, so that is pretty freaking sweet that he actually maintains his jetpack ability. And of course, if we have Boba Fett, it only made sense to include Fennec Shand in this particular pack as well. And there she is, looking super duper cool indeed. I do wish that we would have gotten, again, a couple of different costumes. By the way, Fennec Shand, interestingly enough, also classified as a bounty hunter. So if you're wondering about the actual classification of the character, there she is in the bounty hunter class. So she would go on ahead and get all the appropriate abilities that come along with the bounty hunter. So keep that in mind. Would have liked to see an unmasked variant as well, especially because this pack is only 5 characters deep instead of the 6 characters that we have kind of come to expect with most DLC packs. So I think that would have been really, really nice if we would have gotten an unmasked look as well. Again, for Boba Fett would have been cool also. Regardless, it's a cool looking armor. It's very, very, very well detailed, more so than I even expected or even noticed on the actual minifigure. So I think they killed it, and it certainly looks a lot like Fennec Shand. And next up, we have the character that many people will probably get this DLC pack for, and this is Moff Gideon. Not only did they absolutely knock it out of the park with this design, the double colored cape, the really, really cool details on the armor, the blaster available as well, but of course, most importantly, it's the Darksaber. How freaking incredible is the Darksaber? I mean, absolutely redonkulous. Cannot believe that they actually went ahead and built this into the game. It would be obviously incredibly cool if there was some system by which you could actually hand the Darksaber to Mandalorian as well. That would be super duper neat. Unfortunately, that is not a thing. It's not like if we switch into, let's say, like another character, you could defeat this one and then he leaves the Darksaber behind. So that's unfortunate. It would have been a really cool detail to include, but I don't know how difficult that would be in terms of like coding all that into the game, in terms of allowing characters to actually pick up lightsabers. But regardless, it would have been obviously pretty ridiculous to see. If this is not the character that you're most excited for in this pack, I know which one it is, and it would be the legendary Jedi known as Ahsoka Tano. This is one of the most highly requested and most beloved characters in the Star Wars universe, coming off the heels of the Clone Wars show. I would say that this is probably the most popular character coming out of that show and that entire storyline. Made appearances in other animated shows without spoiling which ones, but they were quite rebellious. And, of course, made an appearance in The Mandalorian as well in live action, as well as going to be starring in her very own show. She is, of course, a Jedi-class character with those absolutely redonkulously epic dual-wielding lightsabers. I love the battle pose that they went ahead and animated for her. I love the design itself. It looks pretty much identical to the design that we see within the show. All the details that you would expect are there. Again, the dual-wielding sabers are sweet. The only Jedi character from this particular pack. And once again, quick reminder, also, Moff Gideon is actually a villain class. So if you're looking for the characters when you're searching for them in your character selection screen, obviously, one of the things I want to point out, because some people are like, oh, how am I supposed to know which character it is? Don't forget that you can always scroll all the way down to all characters, and under that heading, you'll actually see all the characters surmised nicely and alphabetically ordered, so you can just scroll down to the letter B, and then you can see there's Bo-Katan. Or if you want to see Boba Fett, there's the re-armored Boba Fett, and so on and so forth. Now, again, the cool thing is that they are continuing to add more and more characters. We'll see if there is the possibility of more DLC down the road, but regardless, I am so stoked for this pack. An absolutely tremendous, tremendous showcase, an absolutely must-have, a stellar cast and crew here of characters. Obviously, kind of sucks that we never did get Cara Dune, because I think she would have been an important character to include here for the lineup, but it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.